So yeah, nice looseish lead, and we're just going to move over this way. So you see that dog's on an extendable, so we have to also allow for the distance that that dog can get into us. And what we want her to do is to kind of see that dog. And again, if I just make sure you've got plenty of food. So you see how she's looking? So now we call her. So she's gone into stop. Move towards me and then move. That's it, good. Brilliant. So you see that moment she went into eye stalk, so then you gather up the lead, watch what she's going to do. So she's looking again, now she's checking in with you, and then we can move back this way. I know. So again, you just notice that moment, and it's those moments when she goes into that eye stalk. So you see how now she's looking, watch. So drop back, keep coming. Excellent, yes. Brilliant. So when she goes out and goes into that kind of I've seen you mode, I'm going to eye stalk. Yeah. That's when she's going to, good girl. I know you're a little bit pooped now, aren't you? Look at the tongue. But that was good. Yeah. Yeah? Does that make sense? Yes. So, but it's that you have to watch her. Yeah. And when she goes into the eye stalk moment, it's like, no, that's when we've got to start disengaging her. Yeah. Then we can move closer, because that action of disengaging her lowers her arousal and stimulus to that dog. So like now you can see she's calm and watching. Yeah. So that's calm watching. And look, she's disengaged, we can reward that. Yeah. So I'm going to get you some. Here you go. There you go. So, freebie. So again, we can let her watch. Yeah. And when she's calm, so again, I'm going to let you have some. So again, we can just let her, and we'll just walk over this way. Yeah. But it's that eye stalk that we've got to watch for. Yeah. When she goes into that, and then if you notice with the rescue dog that we got her to say hello to, she just dropped to the floor. Yeah. Which is fine, because then she's going into play mode, but that initial eye stalk is where she'll then want to go and charge in. Yeah. So all we're going to do is we're just going to use this lady walking past backers up there, so that we can let Flo see, because remember, Flo's normally going to be barking and that. We reward that. Yeah, brilliant. So every time she just glances, and she goes, but if I look at the dog and then come back and check in with mum, what I get is paid. So now she's actually in the same space of another dog. So again, we let her go out. So just hold there. So just hold there and don't do anything. That's it, keep the tension out. So you can see now, because we've taken the tension out, she's not going into that fixation mode. So you said she was about ready to, so like now. So now drop back and give her a call. Good. So we break that early. So the moment that we look like she might drop to the floor or might go into the eye stalk, because all she's going to do there, all she does is that's her pre-play moment, and she's just going to go and charge in. And for some dogs, that's going to be okay. Yeah. Which at the daycare, she's probably worked out which one she's okay with. Yeah. But then when she's out here, she's trying to replicate everything she does at daycare with any fresh dogs that she sees out there. But I mean, what are they? They're about 30 feet away. So that we can reward. That's nice and calm. So this, for me, we've got dogs sniffing and scratching and making noise in the bushes, and she has rolled onto her hip. This is what we want in the presence of dogs. So she's chill, she's relaxed, and we don't even need to give her food here. We can actually just let her exist, and we can just give her that. But we see when she goes like that, then she gets ready to almost pounce. Yeah. But then we can just go, okay, well, we're going to now sort of head off, and I think we'll call that a day, because she's done brilliant. And so have you. Well done. I love it. So that roll onto the hip is what we want. Yeah. She's nice and relaxed. We've still got the dog just in very close proximity to us that she can watch. And we're not saying she can't watch them. We don't have to have her focused on us. Yeah. But I just don't want you going into that eye stalk and then building from there. Yep. Does that make sense? Yep. Happy with all that? Yep. Cool. Absolutely. And then we got a recall going, and you know, we know that the value in other dogs is still there, but that's where then the next step would be we do a session like with Bliss, where we can really kind of get Bliss running about and starting to get Flo to disengage from Bliss once she's played, because that's the next step up for her. Cool. Well done.